It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. They'll set up to throw. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. In for the score. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now a 1st carry for Derrick Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Come on, let's go!
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. A really nice gain of 25 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too.
And this is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a 1-score game. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Come on, let's go!
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Good. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Kyle Van Noy coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Walker with a grab, left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he finds Corey Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Patriot! Gone!
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Titans! As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 51 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to float this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Michel stays on his feet, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ohio. Flex round. Ohio.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's a... Second and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And got his man complete. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 41 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
He's going to float this one deep right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. In for the score, and the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
So the Patriots coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. And out across midfield down to the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Leopard! Leopard!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now they completed a couple on this.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Rivers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Gun!
He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Returnable for Dorsett. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X.
And now here's another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay?
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Dorsett. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Tennessee after this. On the handoff, it's Michel. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Man 38! Man 38! Hut!
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Josh Gordon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. The Pats again will go for 2. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Here we go! Man 38!
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They're going to look to throw, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Detroit!
Looking to throw. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Gone!
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. In for the score. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Returnable for Dorsett. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Let's go! White 90!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return, but I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Titans. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Returnable for Dorsett. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16.
Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jayon Brown in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
4 down. Switch.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And his kick is good. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. John Simon in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people who want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Come on, let's go! Pride 38!
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go! Pride 38! Pride 38!
And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hurry up, here we go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Again, it's Henry. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Flush to his right. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going underneath for Lewis. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And this Titan offense is running away with this one. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. Returnable for Dorsett. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Gun!
Back to throw. He's got room to run past the 20. Wide open receiver complete. It'll be a pickup. A 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Titans on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now in Nashville.
Good! Watch it now, Barney!
They go play action here on first down. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to throw again. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Devin McCourty brings him down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Titans on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. In for the score. And this Titans offense continues to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle made by Kenny Vaccaro.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Flex round.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there. We keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat. Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Ohio! Ohio! We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
Looking to throw. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go! White, 90!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs. I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Bengals are thinking upset. They lead that one. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry powering his way forward. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And Walker has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Titans on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots coming out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poor.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Benny Logan in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Again, this is Michelle. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. On 3rd down, Michelle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the